So these two questions we discussed, right? And the third question is, can you see the third question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. So from the list below, identify the working of a state government and that of a central government. So we have two governments, like, right? We have a actually we have a three-tier system of government. Central government, union government, state government, and which is a third tier level of government?
State, central government, state government, and panchayat.
Panchayati Raj. Very good. Central government, state government, and the Panchayati Raj. So we have three-tier system of government. So here the question is, identify whether these are working under the state government or the central government. Central government means the union government headed by whom? Union government is headed by?
Parliament.
Parliament.
Headed by Parliament. Okay. Who's the head? Prime Minister.
Still.
So from the list, identify the work of a state government and that of a central government. So first is the decision of the Indian government to maintain peaceful relationship with China. I will ask to a person, okay? Only they want to respond. The first question is the decision of the Indian government to maintain a peaceful relations with China. Which government will take decisions? Vaishnavi, can you say?
The central government.
The central government, right? Why the central government? The international affairs are coming under the central government. Okay. The relationship with China means it's not a national affair, it's an international affair. So it is coming under which government? Central government. The Foreign Affairs Ministry is under the central government. There is no state Foreign Affairs Ministry. It's only for the center. So the decision of India government to maintain the peaceful relation with China is coming under the central government. Okay. Clear, children? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
No,
What no?
No.
Okay. So the decision of the India government to maintain peaceful relation with China, which government will take the decision? Central government. Why? Because the foreign affairs is coming under which ministry? Which government? Central government. So the decisions of India, the decision of the Indian government to maintain a peaceful relation with, instead of China, if it is a Pakistan, who will decide? Central government. With America, who will decide? Central government. So the relationship of India with rest of the world is decided by the central government. Okay. The second question. The decision of the Madhya Pradesh government to discontinue board exam in the class 8 for all schools under this board. Okay.
State government of
Who will decide?
State government of Madhya Pradesh.
Why state government is deciding here?
Because it only depend upon Madhya Pradesh.
Yes. The decision of the Madhya Pradesh government to discontinue the board exam for all the schools under this board. Under which board? Madhya Pradesh board. Right? In the Kerala, the 10th and the 12th exam they completed. Right? Under the Kerala State Board, they completed the 10th and the 12th exam. Have you noticed it? It's a great news in the newspapers. So many parents complained to the court and all. Because in Corona, why we are conducting the exam and all. Have you noticed it, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, but the state government, they conducted the exam. But what about the CBSE? What happened to the last year 10th and 12th exam in the CBSE?
They finished their exam
They
before
completed
12th.
all the exams? The children wrote all the exams? No idea?
No.
Not reading newspapers.
No,
No.
What is the case with CBSE?
Corona.
Due to corona, what they did?
Cancer.
didn't conduct the exams.
They didn't conducted the exam. They discontinued the exam, right? Is it
Yes.
only Kerala's exam they discontinued?
No.
No. The whole country, all the boards, which are all the states coming under the CBSE board, they discontinued the exam because some states, they are not able to write the exam. The situation is so worse, so they didn't conducted the exam. But in the case of Kerala government, they conducted the Kerala exam because it is the state board, right? So who is taking decision related to the matters of education in the state board? Who is deciding? Is the state government or the central government?
State government.
State government. It's a state government. So read the question. The decision of the Madhya Pradesh government to discontinue the board exam in class 8 for all the schools under this board, under Madhya Pradesh board. That's why it's coming under state government. Okay. If it is a CBSE, who will decide who will take the decision? Central board, who will take the decision? Is the state government or the central government?
Central government.
Central government. If it's a CB, that is coming under the central. Here the Madhya Pradesh board exam they discontinued. So it is coming under the state government. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. The third one. The introduction of a new train connection between Ajmer and Mysore. Related to a train. Starting a new train. Who will take the decision?
Central government.
Central government. Why? Why state government is not taking any decision?
From Rajasthan to Karnataka.
From wherever it is. Why state government is not? From Kerala to Tamil Nadu. Okay, leave it. Why we are going to Rajasthan and all?
And it is two different states.
Two different states, that's why. See, railway is coming under the central government. Railway is coming under the central government. There is no state railway ministers in India. Only we have a railway minister for the central government. The Department of Foreign Affairs, railway and all this is coming under central government. Okay. Railway is coming under which government? Central government. So who will take the decision?
Central government.
Central government. Right. Then the introduction of a new note.
Central government.
There happened a
government.
withdrawal of a nude. Have you heard about the demonetization?
Yes.
In 2016, 2 notes were withdrawn.
Yes.
Yes. Which are the notes?
500.
1,000 and 500. Who did that?
Prime Minister.
Prime Minister. So
Prime
which
Minister.
government is doing that?
Central government.
Central government. Right. The matters relate. So issuing of a new note, 2,000 new note is issued. Who's doing that?
Central
Central
government.
government. For taking a decision related to the notes, they've also discussed with the Reserve Bank. Okay. The jointly by the Reserve Bank and the central government will take the decision. So here the relationship with the rest of the world or the matters related to the railway or issuing or withdrawal of a note is coming under which government?
Central government.
Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Can we go to the next question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. You did this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So here, the democratic government in our time are usually referred to as the representative democracies. Representative democracy, people don't participate
Directly.
directly. People don't participate directly, but instead choose their representatives. Okay, choose their representatives through an election process, and these MLAs meet and make decision for the entire population. And these days a government cannot call itself democratic unless it allows what is known as
Universal adult franchise.
universal adult franchise. All of you did that, right? Anyone have any doubt in the answers? Please raise your hands if anyone have any doubt in the answers. Or you can use the chat box. If anyone have any doubt, you can use the chat box. 1, 2, 3, 4 answers we discussed in the 4 questions. Anyone have any doubt? Children, you can use the chat box. No doubts. Okay, can I go to the next topic?
Yes, ma'am.
The next is the role of parliament. The role of parliament. So the parliament shows it's an expression of the people, or it is a best example for the democratic form of government. Then what all things you know about Indian parliament? Anything you know?
It is having 2 parts.
It have 2 parts. Very good. Which are they?
Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha.
Yes, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. It has 2 parts, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Then anybody saying anything? Louder. Advait? Louder.
The members of the parliament are called MPs.
The members of the parliament are called MP. Okay. Advait is saying something, but I'm not able to hear.
That one.
Louder, dear. So the members are called as MPs. Then it have 2 houses. Then anything else?
And they make decisions for the whole country.
Ah, yes, very good. They make the decision for the whole country.
Parliament guides and controls the government.
Parliament?
Guides and controls the government.
Parliament guides and control the government. Okay.
MPs are elected for 5 years.
Ah, very good. MPs are elected for 5 years. There is a tenure for them. Is it Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha MPs have 5 years?
Lok
Lok Sabha. Okay. There is a difference between Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha, we can dissolve it. But Rajya Sabha is a permanent body. Okay. Normally, the members are elected for 6 years. And 1/3 of the members will retire in every year. Every year, almost. Every year or twice in a year, I think so. Twice in a year, they almost 1/3 of the members will retire from the Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha is a permanent body, okay? There's a difference between Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha is a permanent body. We cannot dissolve it. But Lok Sabha is a... It includes... How many members are there in Lok Sabha?
545.
545. How many are the elected members?
540.
543. So it can be dissolved.
540.
It includes all the elected members. And what about Rajya Sabha?
257.
245. Okay, 245. And out of that, 233 are elected from the different states. The different state legislative assemblies are electing them. They are not directly elected by the people. Now there is a nomination from Kerala to Rajya Sabha. I think yesterday or day before yesterday's newspaper it is there. The next class, you tell me the name of that person, okay? One person is nominated from Kerala to Rajya Sabha. Yes.
K. Murli.
No, 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 no. That is not, he's not from Kerala. Okay. So the Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, then they are elected for a period of 5 years. Then anything else? Okay. These all our points are included in the role of Parliament. The Parliament consists of 3 things. One is President, the other is Rajya Sabha, and the other is Lok Sabha. Who's the President of India?
Ram
Ramnath
Kovind.
Kovind.
Sure? Okay. Who's the Vice President? Ah, very good. Who said the answer? Advait. Very good, Advait. The Vice President is the ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha. Coming to the people and their representatives, we explained, right? The role of Parliament. The role of Parliament. So the Indian Parliament is an expression of the faith that people of India have in a principle of democracy. Our parliamentary form of government is the best example for showing that India is following a democratic form of government. India is the largest democratic country in the world. So we are following a democratic form of government, and it can be clearly seen through our parliament. It's a clear expression of our parliamentary form of government is a clear expression of the values we are upholding, that is a democratic form of government. That is one of the most important value there in the constitution. You remember the key features of Indian constitution? Yes or no? Children, are you remembering the key features of Indian constitution? Abid, can you say any one of the important key feature of Indian constitution?
Ma'am.
Wait, Abid. Any one feature? No need to revise the textbook. Abid, any idea? Not getting. Okay, leave it. Nandana?
Ma'am, federalism.
Federalism. Abid, now? Unmute it, dear. I am not able to hear you. Okay, federalism. Surya, can you say any other one?
Secularism.
Wait. Yes.
Can I?
Ma'am.
Yeah, yes, Advait.
Ma'am.
Louder.
Fundamental rights.
Fundamental rights. Very good.
Ma'am.
Separation of
Ma'am.
power.
Separation of
Secularism.
power. Yes.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Parliamentary form of
Parliamentary
government.
form of government. Then one more is there.
And secularism.
Secularism. These are the important key features of our Indian constitution, right? So one among that is the most important is the parliamentary form of government. So it is an expression of the faith that the people in India have in the democratic form of government. The parliament have immense power. We studied the different organs of the government, and also the parliament have immense power. Why parliament have this much power? Who are there in the parliament?
Elected
Elected representatives.
Elected representatives. They are the representatives, right? They are representing whom?
The people.
The people. The people, they are representing a particular constituency. That means the people of that particular constituency, right? So the parliament have immense power. Why parliament have immense power? Because it include the representatives of the people. The parliament in our system has immense power because it is a representative of the people. Then these points you already told. The Lok Sabha is elected for how many years?
5 years.
These are elected for 5 years. Their tenure is for 5 years. Then for conducting the election, what we will do?
Election.
We will divide the country into different constituencies. What do you mean by a constituency? Term constituency.
Different area.
Divided.
Different
Into
area.
different areas. Into different constituencies means into different areas, right? Their country is divided into different constituencies. And from each constituency, they elect one person to the parliament. From each constituency, how many seats are from Kerala to Lok Sabha? 20. That means 20 representatives are there from Kerala to Lok Sabha. Okay, 20 representatives are there. They are elected from a particular constituency, and each of the constituency elect one person to the parliament. So once they are elected, the candidate become, they are called as the MP. What do you mean by MP?
Member of
Member of
Members of
parliament.
parliament.
These MPs together make up the parliament. From Kerala, 20 MPs are there. Maybe from Uttar Pradesh, 80 MPs will be there. From Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, from different different states, MPs are there, and they all join together and form the parliament. So what is the role of parliament? Parliament is an expression of the faith that the people in India have in the principle of democracy. We are following a democratic form of government, and it can be clearly explained with the parliamentary form of government we are following. Then the parliament have immense power. Why parliament have immense power? Because
They are
the
the
representative of
representatives.
people. Why parliament have immense power? Because it includes the representatives of the people, and it is elected for a tenure of how many years?
5 years.
For 5 years. And before the election, the country is divided into different constituencies, and from each constituency they will select one person, and once they elected, they are called as the members of parliament. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
The next is about the functions of parliament. What are the important functions of parliament? In the textbook, we have only 3 important functions we want to study. That is to select the central government, to guide and control and inform the government, and also the lawmaking. Only 3 important functions of parliament are discussing in this chapter, and that we can take in the next class. Okay? Is it clear to you, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt?
Yes, ma'am.
Any point? To anyone?